So we're out with little Miss Bex today. She's been over and we've been working on some social skills, how to greet other dogs, and just not to be a general pain to the rest of the dogs. She's a couple years old, black lab boxer mix, so right off the bat, boxer, hard to make friends just because they bounce on your head. And that's what she did yesterday to Arwen, another half boxer. She pushed her beyond her limits yesterday, just with her jumping on people and jumping on other dogs, and jumping on their backs, jumping on their heads, and just doing all kinds of crazy stuff, just not being able to just relax in a space just like this. And Arwen went off on her and corrected her. She broke when I told her to, so she was cool. Just let her know that's not acceptable to any of us, especially since Arwen's the biggest. And you don't want her doing that with the pug and the chihuahua and everybody else she meets. So we had to work on that a little bit. Today she's out with Ro. He's more tolerant and did a good job. Her biggest fault right now with him is that when he starts to run to engage in a game of chase, she pulls, she lunges, she barks, she growls, she snaps and stuff. And I don't think it's an aggression thing. I think it's just an excitement thing, because she doesn't know what to do when she gets excited, and she yells and screams and just makes all kinds of noise. Pickles does the same thing. Our pug does the same exact thing. And it turns some dogs off, and some dogs are like, yeah, I'm going to mess with you. Ro's one of those. He'll just mess with you. He's a good boy. So I had her yesterday and the day before on the leash on her collar, just to make sure I could get her pulled back if she needed to. Today she was doing pretty good, so I put her on the front clip of the harness. She's more relaxed. She had been doing some good loosey-goosey type of Tigger or rocking horse gait runs across the yard and stuff. We were throwing a ball, so she's happy. She's relaxed, way more relaxed than she was last week. Again, they just adopted her within a couple of weeks ago, so she's getting her bearings. It's only been 2 or 3 weeks, or 3 or 4 weeks. She's doing good. She's doing at this point. I think I had to correct her a couple of times on the front clip of the harness, just jerk her butt back when she was lunging. And she came over the second time, and this has been after 2 days, and sat down next to me and just watched Ro. And I released her and told her to go play with him again, and she did. And she went into this mode where she was just like, yeah, let's just coexist. So I'm happy to see that. She's a good girl. She just needs some focus. She needs a lot of training, but and she's a good girl. And we want to keep in mind, too, that dogs aren't going to fall in love with or even like every other dog that they meet. So with those expectations, we're just flipping through dogs and see who she can exist with. And yeah, I'm happy. I think we nailed it on Ro. And I'm looking forward to tomorrow or early next week to get her off leash and have some fun.